Hi, I'm Andrew, and it's time to sit down and catch up on the development of Tadpole Tales, what I've been up to, and answer some of your questions. For those who don't know, Tadpole Tales is a small hand-drawn 2D shoot-'em-up game about a tadpole cleaning rivers and fighting pollution. Also, the game is now on Steam. We finally have a Steam page. Oh my god, it took me and Giacomo so long to make it work, but I'm really happy that it's finally live. You can wishlist the game, and you can also see that the release date is the 15th of January, and we are very scared, so hopefully we'll be able to make everything. If everything's according to plan, the game will be out by then. And I really want to make sure that the game is out by then. I don't want to delay it any further. Like, that's the limit. So hopefully we keep our words and we're going to release it then. This week in Tadpole Tales, we have upgraded the tunnel. We went through different variations, and this is the final result. I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. I think Giacomo is very happy with the result as well. We really like that we left those tiny little gaps so we can see the tadpole crossing as it crosses the tunnel. Well, it's not a tunnel anymore, it's a vine, but yeah. Then we added this little puddle in front of the tunnel, and it's also animated. I don't know if you can notice it. I think putting them all together, it works really well for the entrance for the final boss. Now, our final boss is also attached to the map. Before, we used this really weird component, target joint. I used it for enemy movements, but it really doesn't work for the final boss. I just stick the final boss onto the map as it appeared. That way it felt more organic, and it's also just a whole lot simpler. I don't know what I did that, I'm sorry. Of course, I added something that I should have added a long time ago. The players now can finally die and get hurt if they touch the enemies. Before they didn't, you could just walk by them, nothing would happen. And I think that bothered a lot of people during the playtesting, so I'm sorry. But I'm really glad I finally did it. Now the game feels a little bit more complete. I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah. Oh, and what's that you see? Well, yes, now we also have the screen shake. And it doesn't only shake in 4 directions, it also rotates a little bit. I think that adds a very nice touch to the screen shake. I did this through a tutorial, and I will link it down below. Next up, we added text for the buttons. So this is UI design. Giacomo and I have been going through several iterations, and only yesterday we managed to finally settle down on the structure for the UI. I can't believe it took us so many iterations. I think it's something neither of us are very experienced, but we're very fortunate to have Rebecca, Giacomo's girlfriend, who is also an amazing animator, consult us with this, and it looks so much better. So thank you, Rebecca. Tomer, our sound designer, worked on the key enemy sounds. This is the work he did this week. He said that the next things he's going to work on are going to be the boss's sound effects as well as the extra enemies. So I'm looking very forward to that. And finally, thanks to Rob, I've got myself GitHub. Finally, I think it's about time. Version control is so important, so if you're currently making a game, I suggest you wholeheartedly to install it and get it yourself as well. And in my life this week, I rearranged my workplace and created some extra space. I also recently got this little guy. I'm gonna name him Leggy because obviously reasons you can see. And for Halloween, I watched The Haunting Hill of Bill Manor with some friends. It was surprisingly really good, but it wasn't very much of a horror. It was more of a drama, I would say, just with a tiny sprinkle of horror elements to it. And now to answer some of the questions, Dorhalt asks, the intro images are very nice to look at when booting up the game, but they should probably only be there for the first time you open the game, because otherwise they might be annoying. I totally agree with that. We want to make the game in such a way that you only see the intro for the first time you open the game, and also, even if for the first time, if you want to skip it, you can skip it. I wanted to make it skippable. I want to give you that freedom to choose. So that's a great question, thank you. Billyman asks, have you ever thought of adding Blackthorn Prod's lighting technique? I think it looks great for the game. That's a great suggestion. We've indeed thought of it, but obviously that's more in the polish section. We have to see if it works, obviously, with a bit of prototyping again, and all of that takes some time. And that has been my week. Thank you so much for watching and giving so many compliments. We're so humbled to hear that you enjoyed this game idea and that you're looking forward to play. It really means the world to us. If you have any questions, leave it down in the comment below with the word question so I can see it as well. And I'll try my best to answer all of them, either in the video or in the comments. Follow my Twitter if you wish to get in contact or want to see daily updates on Tadpole Tales. And with that being said, thank you so much for tuning in with me, and I wish you a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye.